Okay, y'all, I'm back. I did a video on Waitr, and I forgot to mention that Waitr, you don't have to worry about doing your own taxes because you are an employee, so you do get W-2s. I wanted to do Waitr first because Waitr is, if it like me, I really want to just be my own boss. My husband always said you want to be the manager of your time. I want to be the manager of my time. With Waitr, you do get to make your own schedule, but you're in a block. So you can't run like 5 apps at the same time. And right now, I'm currently working for 5 apps, excluding Uber Eats. I haven't done Uber Eats just yet because I have to get a state inspection sticker for my car. And we just had a flood, so I don't see how I don't even know if the courthouse is open for that. But want to get Waitr out the way, because if you're like me and you want to just wake up when you want to, go to bed, stop working when you want to, take a break and go do something, go to your kids' program, it's kind of hard to do with Waitr, because once you set your schedule, you're locked into their schedule unless you give your shift to somebody else, and that's if they take it. If you work in a bigger city, it's more than likely somebody will take your schedule, but in my city, it's pretty small. I live in a small town. So we have a lot of workers, but if you have a big schedule, there are so many shifts available. Nobody's really looking at your little shift, unless they have like a ton, like if there's no other shift available, then maybe they'll say, okay, I'll take her shift, So I wanted to get Waitr out the way because you are an employee. You do have bosses. If they give you an order, there's no such thing as I accept or I reject. No, you don't have no choice but to accept it. You have to go get it, okay? At one time they had an independent contractor job, so if you do have Waitr in your town, you need to investigate to see if they have it in your town. If you have Waitr, they had a position for independent contractor. They shut it down in my city. They want us all to be employees, so that's that. Okay, the next app I'm gonna talk about is Grubhub. I love Grubhub. Okay, let me talk about their scheduling. Okay, with their scheduling, if you select a schedule, let's say I select a schedule and I want to work 5 to 8. If I work 5 to 8, that's 3 hours, so I win $10 per hour, which means I win $30, right? That's if I don't have any deliveries. If I have deliveries between 5 and 8 and they equal up to, like, if I do an order between 5 and 6, and let's say I get like maybe $15 for that one delivery, I don't get the $10. Okay, the $10 just kind of makes up for, or if I work between 5 and 6 and I only make $5 for that delivery, they'll give me the extra 5. So it's just to ensure that you are going to get paid at least $10 an hour. Okay, and you do have the right to pick up of course you have the right to pick up a shift, but you have the option to drop your shift. Now when you drop your shift, it does kind of count against you a little bit because it can damage your access to their schedule. So you want to be careful if you know that you don't want to work a certain schedule block. And their blocks are usually like an hour, sometimes 2 hours, but they give it to you like an hour at a time. They hardly ever say you want to work 5 to 8. They'll say you want to work 5 to 6, you want to work 6 to 7, or do you want to work 8 to 9, and you can select all those. Okay, and so you can drop your schedule, but you will get penalized if you drop it so many times that that you're messing up. You lose like points or something. I don't know if it's points, but you can lose your access to the schedule. Basically, you can still probably get orders, but you're not going to get those $10 an hour. So sometimes I don't even sign up for the hours. I just go out there and get the deliveries. I'm not worried about the little free 10 and all that, because I don't plan on just sitting out not doing nothing trying to collect $10. I'm gonna be working for one of these apps. Okay, so and I don't want to be in an hour, and if I'm working for another app and I'm trying to get this free $10, they'll see if you're not accepting your orders. So you don't want to just sign on to get the $10 and there's orders they're throwing at you and you're like, oh, I can't get that because I'm too busy right now. You're going to lose your access to their schedule eventually, or they're not going to offer you as much scheduling hours as they would. Okay, what I love about Postmates, I usually make between $5 per delivery, $10 per delivery. The highest I went was $19 per delivery. Okay, I usually, if an order is like $4, I'm usually not gonna, if I'm at home, okay, if I'm at home and I'm just chilling, I'm not leaving my house for $4, you know, for their delivery. But if I'm at home and I see an order on my screen for 17, oh, I'm out the door, okay? So you do have the option to pick up a order, or you can say, oh, I don't want to go get that, I'll wait for the next one to come through. So that's what I do like about Grubhub. That's the difference between Grubhub and Waitr. Waitr, they give you a delivery, you're stuck with it. Now, okay, let me explain something with Waitr that I probably didn't say in the other video. With Waitr, if they're slow, you're picking your own deliveries. Only time they'll give you a delivery is if they're super busy, and sometimes you'll have some managers that just, I don't know, they assign people orders like crazy, and to me, it could be a slow day and like they're assigning orders like crazy, and you're like, guys, y'all don't even have restaurants to because they give you a list of restaurants that you can choose from to go pick up. So sometimes I look at the screen and I don't see any restaurants, but I'm getting assigned orders like crazy, you know. So you do have an option when they're slow to pick up your own deliveries, but when they're busy, they're gonna assign you. You know, if they're too busy, you know, and if you're in the area, if you're close, now they're not going to make you drive crazy, but Waitr, they will assign you orders, you know, which really helps your pockets. But if you're like laid back like me, I kind of just like to just drive around and pick up deliveries that I want to go get. I don't want certain places I don't like to go in. Like I don't like to go into our mall. I don't want to walk in the mall with that big old bag. So I like deliveries I can just go in, pick up, go out. Some restaurants are super slow. Like I love Chick-fil-A. But I love to eat there. But I do not like picking up orders for them for a Waitr, because they're going to be super slow. They don't make the food until you get there. And I be ready to just keep it moving. I don't want to just be sitting there all day. So Grubhub, you make good money. You get paid every Thursday. Most other apps, they give you the option. If I didn't say with Waitr, you get paid every Friday. But you have an option in my city. I'm hoping it's everywhere, but in my city, there's like a website that you can go to it's called Daily Pay, and you can basically withdraw your funds, like your tip money, as you're making it. So if I made like $70 that night, maybe by the end of the night I can probably pull about $50. So you can kind of pay yourself every day, and they're only going to give you a certain percentage, and then after that percentage, they're gonna all the rest of that money is going to be given to you Friday. So you get paid every Friday. You have the option to pick out your money every day if you want. But it is going to cost you, I think it's $1.25. You can do it up to 10 times. Your 10th time is free. And then you start over. You can get it, you can withdraw as much as you want to, but you have to pay that $1.25 to withdraw. Okay? But they do that just to help you out with like a little gas or whatever. They do that to help you out with a little gas or whatever. And, in case you work for them one day and you're like, oh, I can't pick up no shift tomorrow, you can always go to your Daily Pay and get your money from Waitr. Okay, with Grubhub, you get paid every Thursday. You do not have the option to pick out your money every day. You have to wait for that Thursday. Okay, and I'm believing that their time, like whatever you work all the way up until Sunday, is going to be on that Thursday coming up schedule. Okay, so like for instance, I hadn't worked for Waitr all last week because we had a flood out here. But I worked Sunday, okay? Sunday I worked, and I didn't get a whole ton of deliveries, but I probably made about $50, $45 or $50. That's going to be on, today is Wednesday, so tomorrow I will receive that $50. Okay? So it ends on that Sunday, and then that's going to be on your Thursday. Whatever I do this week, like I've been working like crazy this week, whatever I do this week, it's going to be on my next Thursday. Okay. I am going to make some videos with all these apps where I'm going to go through each day of how many deliveries I'm getting and how much money I'm making. I don't have all my stats with me right now, and it'll make this video, a little bit longer for me to go through all that. So I'm going to each platform I'm on, I'm going to go through and see how many deliveries I did for the day and how much I made, so y'all can have an idea of what you can do. Now, what I say is my experience. There's this one YouTuber, I can't think of her name, but she her name is if you want, check out her page. Her name is CEO Drive Her. And guys, she motivates me to continue doing, because I was getting frustrated with the delivery job, especially because I was only working for Waitr. And she makes good money, but she lives in, I think she lives in Georgia, so they're pretty much busier out there. But she kind of teaches you the ropes on how to get as much out your day as you can. So even though I would give you my stats on what I make, I'm a very laid back person. I don't like to be driving around like crazy. I just like to get in my car, to crank it, and just go through my day. If I don't have no deliveries, I go back home and go chill, because I live in a small town, so I'm never too far from my house. So if there's no deliveries on my way back home, by the time I park my car, I turn off those apps, I go in the house and chill for about 15 minutes, and then I crank my apps back up and see if there's something popping. So I'm a very laid back person. I'm not like, I'm a hustler. Like once I'm in my car, I'm gonna get deliveries. I don't care how much, I don't care if it's $4. If it's close to me, I'll go pick it up and drop it off. But I'm a very laid back person. When I work for Waitr, you're like hustling. You have to like get as many orders as you can. And that's what is kind of frustrating for a person like me, because I like to be calm. I like to be peaceful. And when I'm working for these other apps, and I work for like 5 app companies. So when I turn on my apps and I'm working for all of them at one time, I can say, okay, I don't want to go get that one. I'll get that one. I used to look at my phone and see, oh, you have to go to this one. You have to go to that one. And I'm like, gosh, I don't feel like I'm my own boss. You know, I want to feel like I'm my own boss. I don't want nobody dictating my life for me, which is why I only work like a few hours with Waitr. I try to do like 2.5 hour shifts with Waitr. I used to do like 5 hours and then come back and do another 5 and then bust a 2. Like I used to like do crazy hours, but I kind of like the flow, because I don't like the feeling of being anxious, anxiety over orders, you know. And then sometimes you may be given 2 orders, and the second delivery, they probably been waiting for a long time, so now you're responsible and you bringing them their food, and they're like, why are you so late? And you're like, hey, I just got your order, I was assigned it, I didn't pick it. You know, if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't even touched your order, because I seen you've been waiting for about 60 minutes, you know. But Grubhub, you are the manager of your time. If they're offering you deliveries, you can accept or reject. If you reject it, the less they're gonna lesser the opportunities to come your way. They're not gonna send as many orders your way if they see that you just keep rejecting. But if you're like accepting it, once I'm out, I'm accepting orders. But once I hit that house, if you're not offering me 15 on up or 10, sometimes I do 10. If I'm desperate, I'll do 8. But if it's $4.16, I'm not moving. I'm not moving my house. I'm not moving from my house. I'm gonna continue chilling until you have another offer. I mean, so y'all, Grubhub is what's up, and I make good money with Grubhub. So I'm gonna share my details with you in another video, and trying to think of what else I could say about Grubhub. That's pretty much it, y'all. I can't think of nothing else with Grubhub. Another thing with Waitr, I can say this about Waitr. Waitr, you have to wear uniforms, okay? Not uniforms, yeah, uniforms. You have to wear a shirt, and the shirts are nice. I have a black one and a loud green one, which I barely wear. I always wear the black one. But you have to wear a shirt, and you have to wear, you have to have your bag. It's no option. I think the other app companies is almost optional. They would like you to have their bags with you, and it's easier to have your bag, so when you walk in a restaurant, they know who you are. Because I don't, as you see, I'm not dressed in nobody's shirt. I don't wear Postmate shirts. I don't wear Grubhub shirts, DoorDash. I don't wear that because I'm not about to be switching shirts all day trying to represent the company. I walk in there with my bag, and it's good enough. Waitr, I have to wear a shirt. I have to go in there with my bag. And with Waitr, some of the other apps, you can kind of go through the drive-thru and get away with it. I think some of them like you to not go in a drive-thru, but if I wanted to, I can go through the drive-thru. Like one time I went to Taco Bell for Grubhub, and their door was locked for whatever reason. It wasn't even their closing time. I went to the drive-thru and picked up my order. So a lot of other apps, I don't have to get out the car, but with Waitr, you do have to get out your car. You have to go in there with that bag. It's just, you know. But what I will say about Waitr is a very, they're very popular here, and I think it's because they work us like employees. Like, you don't get the option. You're not going to take all day delivering somebody food, because if you take too long, you're going to be contacted by the manager like, hey, what's going on? This person's been waiting. They've called. What's happening? The other apps, you can move slow. As long as you're moving, you can move pretty slow, you know? So, I think I'll title this video Waitr versus Grubhub, because I only want to talk about Grubhub, but I ended up kind of talking about both, you know. But I wanted to kind of show you the difference, because Waitr is way different from any other app company that I work for, because I'm an employee. The other ones, I am an independent contractor, so I can choose and pick when I want to work. I can choose and pick what restaurant I want to go to. I could take a year off from all the apps and then come back on and bounce back. So it works out. So that's about all I have to say. Like I said, I will come back with some of the payments I've made with each company, and those will probably be like really short videos. But I just kind of want to give y'all an idea of how much you're going to be making if you're not already on these platforms. But y'all, don't let the when people say, oh, you got the wear and tear on your car, guys, your car is going to wear and tear anyway. You just have to keep up the maintenance. I have an old car, but I keep up the maintenance on my car. I use fuel points, and I'm about to use these different apps that kind of help you save gas. There's one called Get Upside. I'm not getting paid from, not sponsored from. I keep seeing advertisement. I'm going to download that too. I usually use shopping points from gas stations like Exxon, Kroger's, because I shop at Kroger's all the time. I don't pay that much for gas, or not as much as other people are paying. So those are good things to do if you're worried about, oh, I'm going to be wasting so much gas. With Waitr, you do get incentives. Okay, Waitr, if you're really, really hustling for Waitr, you know, and not like working yourself to death, but if you're just like making sure that you're getting deliveries every hour on the hour on their platform, and you're really pulling in hours and you're really working for them, if they see that you're doing that, you'll get a $250 gas card if that's what they're offering for that week. I think I've even seen up to about $1,000 on gas cards. So don't let the gas scare you. Wear and tear, just keep an oil change. Keep your fluids full. Always check your tires before you leave, and get roadside assistance. If you don't have roadside assistance, get roadside assistance. I'm actually going to be getting a different roadside assistance. Now, with AAA, I like AAA, but after you call 4 times within a year, anything after those 4 times, you have to pay $90. Like, if I called one time just to get a battery charge, and I wanted to get the battery charged. They wanted to charge me $90, and I was like, why? Because I don't ever read the small print. That's my fault. But they said, no, you've used already your 4 times on there, so you've already used your 4 times. Using our service for free. So now we're gonna have to charge you. We're gonna have to charge you $90 every time you call us out. So there's another company that I really want to join, and it's called MCA. I want to join it, and I also want to because you get referral points to refer people to them, and the people that you refer, they can do the same thing. So I think I'm gonna do that, because if you're doing delivery jobs, if you're doing rideshare, Uber and Lyft, the reason I don't do those companies because I don't like people in my car. Like I said, my car is pretty old anyway. I had a newer car, but I still didn't want to. I just don't want people in my car. I don't, especially in my city. In other cities, you know, you may be able to pick up professionals and stuff like that. But in my city, you don't know who you let in your car or what they're going to do and all that. So I'm not going to just be putting strangers in my car, and I'm a woman. So, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying, y'all. I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked thinking about Uber and Lyft. I seen like a few weird videos. Like this one guy had a gun pulled out on him, and my mind just went there and went blank. But I'll look at the rest of this video, and I'll probably finish what I was saying in a different video. Okay? But yeah, don't let these I don't know if this was what I was talking about, but don't let the fear of gas and wear and tear on your car scare you. You can get fuel pumps on gas. You'll get incentives if you work for Waitr. You make enough if you're working for Grubhub to keep gas in your car. Keep your oil changed, fix your fluids, always check your tires, and definitely get MCA, not MCA, but yeah, if you want to get MCA, get roadside assistance with MCA. If you find something cheaper, do what you gotta do for yourself, okay? So I think I'm gonna end this video. I'm pretty much done. I went to 20 minutes talking to y'all, so I'm just gonna end it. And y'all gonna have to excuse how I'm looking. This is me. I'm comfortable every day. Every day I'm not wearing makeup. I'm on the verge of trying to lose weight, so hopefully you'll start kind of seeing it in my face. I'm gonna be trying to do the keto diet, you know, and also trying to dib and dab with like little different vegan recipes. So I'll share that with y'all. So yeah, sorry I'm looking a mess, but y'all, this is me naturally. It is what it is. I'm comfortable. I'm in my car, and it is what it is. So y'all have a blessed day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.